Hi, I'm Yahaira Hernandez. I'm part of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. I am studying psychology with a minor in victims and victim services. And for today, I'm going to answer some quick questions. And I'm also in my first year of CU Denver. So why did I choose CU Denver rather than another college? I chose CU Denver because I really like the location. It's so urban, and it's so close to downtown. I also like the community, and I really liked the campus when I went to visit. But my main reason why I chose U Denver was because it had the program that I'm studying right now, and that's something that I was really looking into when I was looking for colleges. What's your favorite thing about U Denver? My favorite thing would be the events that go throughout the whole semester, the whole school year. I think those are pretty fun, and you get to meet like new people, and yeah. What steps should I take in high school to help prepare for college? I would say to be on top of things, to have good grades. Also to read more and to check also the departments like requirements for each student to be accepted into a department and just see the requirements also that the college requires. If you could go back to your first day in college, what is one piece of advice you would give to yours? I think a piece of advice that I would give to myself, I guess, was that I was really nervous my first day, and I think that had to do with because it was a transition from high school to college, and obviously it's like a new environment, new community, new teachers, new students, and I was really nervous. So I think that I wouldn't like my advice would be to not get nervous anymore, like on my first day, because everybody um, was nervous too, and I would say to ask more questions. Do you have any advice for the admissions or financial aid process? Yeah, so my advice for the financial aid process would be to apply to many scholarships as possible. To check on CU Denver, like online CU Denver and slash like scholarships, and you can see the scholarships that CU Denver offers, but also to look into other organizations like outside of CU Denver. In the and for the admissions perspective, I would say to always be on top of things, to check your UCD access, your email, 24/7 because you want to turn in everything on time, especially like your transcripts or ACT scores, just to make the transition much more easier from high school to college. So that's why always be checking your email because that's really important. What's a typical day like for you? A typical day for me would be starting classes at 9:30, ending around 12:15, 1:45, depending on the day. And then after that, I go to work. I have a like on campus job, so I'm a student ambassador. So what I do is I do tours for students and families who are interested in CU Denver. And when I'm not doing tours, I usually just answer phone calls or emails. And then I end my day around 5 from work. And then after that, I go home and do homework. So that would be like a typical day for me. What has been your favorite class and why? My favorite class until the moment has been Introduction to Criminology because the teacher made the class really interesting. We had like guest speakers, we had judges and like police officers. We also had the K9, the dog who like sniffs for like explosives or drugs. And it's really cute. So it was just fun, just getting to learn more about um, the law, I guess. So yeah, I really like that class. How big are your classes? My classes are not that big, but it also depends what class student is in. But usually my classes range from like 20 to 64 students. It's not that big, and since U Denver is a mid-size university, that's what I really like too because I usually concentrate and succeed more if there's like small students in each classroom. How much time do you spend studying for each class? How long every week in total? Usually I spend 2 to 3 hours studying for each class. But I don't have a certain like amount of hours that I spend like in a week because every week is different. So there's weeks where I have tests, other week where I have projects. So I don't have a certain amount, but usually, like I said, for each class, it would be 2 to 3 hours. Can you get help from professors outside of the class? classroom. Yes, the professors have office hours in which you could go and just ask your teacher like questions of a material, and just basically you just ask them questions. But if you can't like be there on time of the professor's office hours, you could always email them and ask them if you could meet somewhere else or a different time, basically. Is there free academic support or tutoring? Is it effective? Yes, there is. There's tutoring which is located in the Student Commons building. So basically, when you go, you just fill up a little bit of form just to make sure they have your schedule, so they could put you with the like a great tutor that has the same time or the same schedule as you. And it is really effective. I would recommend it. But I know that there's also some sessions that go throughout the day and throughout the campus, and those ones you don't need to like register. You could just pop by and like stay in that class or in that tutoring session. But if you want like a tutor just for you, you do need to fill up like just a form, just basically like I said, just getting to know your schedule and what tutor is available during those times. What kind of resources are there for student support? There is a lot of resources around campus. I think it's just getting to know the different resources and the mainly the important people who to talk to about those resources. And some of the resources are like the Writing Center, which is basically you make an appointment online or in person, and a person would take another like glance or look at your research project, your essays, and just find ways to better your writing. And I would recommend it. I have used it before and it really had helped me. We also have counseling, and we also have Latinx, which is uh like for cultures for Latinos, Hispanic. We also have the Asian and like African American, and it's just like different resources for each student. Like I said, it's just getting involved and looking for the correct resources that are there to help you. So that's it for the first part of this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.